Calling all Black Elementary campers. Thanks for tuning in to the Daily Compass News. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Isabella, and we'll be delivering you key information to help guide you in the right direction.
Today is Thursday, February 2nd, 2017. Let's take a look at today's weather. Hello, I'm Sophia. It looks like today's weather will be mostly cloudy with a 20% chance of showers, then much cooler with highs in the lower 50s. Today's high temperature will be 51 and low temperature will be 41. Now here's Loopy with the lunch menu.
On the menu from Lunch Day, the cast will be serving spaghetti and meatballs, little smokies and a roll, Caesar salad and roll. Our lunch side dishes are chilled pears, seasonal fruit, and baked beans, and cucumber celery. Have a great lunch.
We have 2 birthdays today. What's your name?
Janessa.
How old are you turning?
7.
Happy birthday.
Yep.
What's your name?
Dustin.
How old are you turning?
8.
Happy birthday.
Now we'll have a silence class with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand and salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for the Texas Pledge.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God,
One and indivisible. And our thought of the day?
Always try to dream big.
Now for a moment of silence.
Good morning, everyone. One thing about a reminder, this went home, it's been a while, and this is about yearbook sales. Now, it says on this particular thing that it was over on January 31st. But remember, we are still taking these. I'll have to give you the exact deadline, but remember, if you want to have a yearbook this year, it's $13, so make sure you're turning those in. Then also, this Friday, so today is Wednesday, I believe. And so Friday, which is the February 3rd, we're going to have our Go Red Day, and that's for heart healthiness and stuff, American Red Heart Association. So we'd like for you to participate in Red Day, and that's what teachers are going to be wearing as their red shirts to promote heart healthiness and making sure that you are eating great and all that good stuff. So if you'd like to participate, it's going to be red on Friday, and then next week you'll be getting this. I believe it probably went home already. But you need to make sure that our Career College Week is next week. And I'm just going to make sure that you know on Monday, it's crazy for careers. And you get to wear your hair crazy as you can to show your excitement for your future career. So just remember, if some of you ended up doing the paint in your hair, the colors, all the different colors that you'd like to have, remember it has to come out. So make sure you're looking at the right stuff and not getting a permanent hair color, because that's not going to work. All right, so that's going to be next week, and I hope you have a great day.
I've only had 3 of these turned in. The money, it goes to a good cause. So if you want to ride the limo ride, we need you to get these turned back into me as soon as possible.
What are those, Miss Wanda?
This is the discount cards.
Oh,
Yes. And so if you get people to sign up and buy them, you get all these prizes, or one of them, whatever you earn.
okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Black Elementary, good morning, and might I wish you a happy Groundhog Day. That is today. Today is February 2nd, and that is always the day that Groundhog Day falls on. So I thought I'd give you some facts about Groundhog Day. Did you know that the average groundhog is 20 inches long and normally weighs from 12 to 15 pounds? Well, there's this one groundhog that is probably the most famous groundhog there is, and that's Punxsutawney Phil. And he weighs about 20 pounds, and he's 22 inches long, so he's bigger than your average groundhog. They're covered with coarse grayish hairs, and we call that fur. And it's tipped with brown or sometimes a dull red color. And they have short little ears and a short tail, short legs, and they're surprisingly quick, actually. And their jaws, yeah, you don't want to mess with one because they have pretty strong jaws. So what do they eat? So a diet for a groundhog, it consists of lots of greens, like leafy greens, and fruits and vegetables. And they need very little water, actually. And most of their liquids actually come from the dewy leaves, like when there's dew on the grass or the leaves that they eat. That's where they get their water from. That's all they really need. Did you also know that a groundhog can whistle? Pretty interesting. When they're alarmed, like when they're surprised or something, they'll whistle. But they'll also whistle in the spring when they start courting. You don't know what that means, ask your parents. Insects, they don't bother the groundhogs, and germs pretty much leave them alone, and they're resistant to the plagues that periodically wipe out a lot of our wild animals. They don't really bother them. And one reason for that is because they're pretty clean animals. They're pretty clean. They're one of the few animals that really, they really do hibernate, guys. And hibernation is not just a deep, deep sleep. It's actually a deep coma where their body temperature, it drops a few degrees above freezing. So like 34 or 35 degrees. And their heart, it barely beats, very slowly. And their blood that flows through their body, it scarcely flows, and their breathing almost stops, but they're still alive. So young groundhogs, they're usually born in April or May, and by July they are able to go out on their own. Okay, a mommy groundhog will usually have about 4 to 9 babies. And you know what you call a baby groundhog? You don't call it a baby groundhog. You actually call it a kit or a cub. A kit or a cub. And a groundhog will live for about 6 to 8 years. So that's a few facts about it. And so back to that Punxsutawney Phil. He's actually the only true weather forecasting groundhog. If you watched the weather this morning, on the news at home, you might have seen them forecast that you might have seen Punxsutawney Phil on there forecasting whether we were going to have spring or not. If you hear of another one, they're just imposters. They're not true groundhogs. So let's see. On February 2nd, Phil, he comes out of his burrow on Gobbler's Cob in front of thousands of faithful followers from all over the world to predict the weather for the rest of the winter. And according to a legend, if Punxsutawney Phil sees his shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter weather. If he does not see his shadow, there will be an early spring. So I guess you're probably all wondering, are we going to have 6 more weeks of summer or not, of winter? Well, we are. 6 more weeks. 6 more weeks. So I hope you all have a happy Groundhog Day, and see you 6 weeks in the spring, guys. 6 more weeks in March. All right. Happy Groundhog Day. Have a great day.
Thanks for tuning in, Happy Campers. Remember, the tradition of excellence begins here.